Intelligence Studio. Do subscribe and like the video.
This is going to blow your mind. Barack Obama's journey to the White House began far from the corridors of power on the distant shores of Honolulu, Hawaii. This tropical paradise, known for its stunning beaches and vibrant culture, was the backdrop of his early life, a place where the seeds of his future leadership were first planted. Born to a Kenyan father and an American mother, young Barack's early years were marked by both privilege and upheaval. His father, Barack Obama Sr., was a brilliant economist from Kenya, while his mother, Ann Dunham, was a free-spirited anthropologist from Kansas. Their union was a symbol of the merging of different worlds, a theme that would resonate throughout Obama's life. Few realize that one of Obama's earliest dreams was to become an architect. As a child, he was fascinated by the idea of creating structures that could stand the test of time. He spent hours drawing and building with blocks, imagining the possibilities of what he could create. This aspiration, though unrealized, speaks to a young man drawn to creativity and the power of shaping the world around him. The meticulous nature of architecture, the balance between form and function, mirrored his later approach to politics and governance. This fascination with structure and design would later manifest in his approach to policy-making and his ability to build bridges across divides. Whether it was bridging racial divides, political divides, or economic divides, Obama's early interest in architecture was a metaphor for his life's work. In 1967, at the tender age of 6, Obama's life took an unexpected turn. His mother, Ann Dunham, remarried, this time to an Indonesian man named Lolo Sotoro. This new chapter in his life would take him far from the familiar shores of Hawaii to the bustling streets of Jakarta, Indonesia. Ann Dunham, a woman of boundless curiosity and compassion, embraced the move with enthusiasm. She saw it as an opportunity to immerse her family in a new culture and to broaden their horizons. For young Barack, it was a journey into the unknown. The family relocated to Jakarta, Indonesia, immersing young Barack in a vibrant and unfamiliar culture. The sights, sounds and smells of Jakarta were a stark contrast to the serene beaches of Hawaii. It was a city teeming with life, where tradition and modernity coexisted in a delicate balance. Living in Indonesia exposed Obama to stark poverty and inequality, leaving an indelible mark on his worldview. He saw children his age living in conditions of extreme hardship, struggling to survive. These experiences opened his eyes to the harsh realities of life for many people around the world. He witnessed firsthand the struggles of ordinary people striving for a better life. The resilience and determination of the people he met in Jakarta left a lasting impression on him. It was here that he began to understand the importance of empathy and the need for social justice. These experiences, though seemingly disparate, would converge to shape the future president. The multicultural environment of Jakarta, combined with his American upbringing, gave him a unique perspective on the world. He learned to navigate different cultures and to appreciate the richness of diversity. The multicultural upbringing fostered in him a deep empathy and understanding of diverse perspectives. He learned to see the world through the eyes of others, to appreciate their struggles and their dreams. This empathy would become a cornerstone of his leadership style. It was in these formative years, straddling continents and cultures, that the seeds of Obama's global outlook and commitment to social justice were sown. The experiences of his childhood, from the beaches of Hawaii to the streets of Jakarta, shaped his values and his vision for the future. From the sun-kissed beaches of Hawaii to the bustling streets of Jakarta, Obama's childhood was a tapestry woven with diverse experiences that would ultimately shape the leader he would become. These early years were a crucible in which his character was forged, preparing him for the challenges and opportunities that lay ahead. I don't think people understand the profound journey of Barack Obama through privilege and identity. Returning to Hawaii at the age of 10 to live with his maternal grandparents, Obama entered a new phase of his life. This move marked a significant transition as he left behind the diverse cultural tapestry of Indonesia to immerse himself in the unique blend of Hawaiian culture and American lifestyle. He enrolled in Punahou School, a prestigious prep school in Honolulu, known for its academic rigor and diverse student body. The school was renowned for its commitment to excellence, attracting students from various backgrounds, each bringing their own unique perspectives and experiences. Here, amidst the affluence and privilege, Obama grappled with his own identity as a biracial youth in a predominantly white environment. The contrast between his own mixed heritage and the predominantly white student body often left him feeling like an outsider, prompting deep reflections on his place in the world. He navigated the complexities of race and class, facing subtle prejudices and the pressure to conform. One notable episode was when a classmate questioned his ability to succeed academically because of his race. These experiences were not just challenges but also opportunities for growth, as they forced him to confront and understand the nuanced dynamics of societal structures. Sports became an outlet for Obama, a means of connecting with his peers and proving himself on an even playing field. Basketball, in particular, offered him a sanctuary where the colour of his skin mattered less than his skill and determination. He excelled on the basketball court, showcasing a natural athleticism and a fierce competitive spirit. His prowess in the game earned him respect and camaraderie, helping to bridge the gap between his internal struggles and external perceptions. Yet beyond the thrill of the game, basketball taught Obama valuable lessons in teamwork, leadership, and the importance of perseverance. During one game, he led his team to victory despite being down by several points, demonstrating resilience and strategic thinking. The court became a microcosm of life, where he learned to navigate challenges, strategize, and work collaboratively towards a common goal. These skills, honed on the court, would later serve him well in the political arena. The discipline, resilience, and ability to inspire others that he developed through sports became foundational elements of his leadership style. While basketball provided camaraderie and a sense of belonging, Obama found solace and intellectual stimulation in literature. Books became his refuge, offering a world of ideas and perspectives that helped him make sense of his own experiences. He devoured the works of James Baldwin, Ralph Ellison, and other literary giants who explored themes of race, identity, and the human condition. Their writings resonated deeply with him, providing a framework to understand the complexities of his own identity and the broader societal issues he observed. Through their words, Obama began to make sense of his own experiences and to grapple with the complexities of a society grappling with racial inequality. Literature became a mirror reflecting his own struggles and a window into the lives of others who had faced similar challenges. Literature became a source of inspiration and a lens through which he viewed the world. It was through the pages of these books that he found a sense of connection and understanding, fueling his desire to contribute to societal change. The Punahou years were a time of profound personal growth for Obama. They were marked by a journey of self-discovery, where he learned to balance the different facets of his identity and to harness his unique experiences as strengths. He emerged from this period with a strong sense of self, grounded in his values and driven by a desire to make a difference. The challenges he faced and the lessons he learned during this pivotal time laid the foundation for the empathetic and resilient leader he would become. The experiences of navigating privilege and identity, coupled with the lessons from sports and literature, shaped his worldview. They instilled in him a deep empathy for others and a commitment to justice and equality, qualities that would define his future endeavors and leadership. What's something people don't know about Barack Obama's academic achievements? Obama's intellectual curiosity and burgeoning social conscience led him to Occidental College, a small liberal arts college in Los Angeles, California. It was a place where young minds were encouraged to think critically and challenge the status quo, and Obama thrived in this stimulating environment. Here he immersed himself in political science and international relations, engaging in passionate debates about social justice, economic inequality, and foreign policy. These discussions were not just academic exercises, they were deeply personal and reflective of the issues that would later define his political career. It was at Occidental that Obama delivered his first public speech advocating for divestment from South Africa during the heart of apartheid. This moment was pivotal, marking the beginning of his journey as a public speaker and activist. This early foray into activism revealed a young man unafraid to speak truth to power and to use his voice to advocate for change. His speech resonated with many, and it was clear that he had a natural ability to inspire and mobilize others. Driven by a thirst for knowledge and a desire to be closer to the heart of American politics, Obama transferred to Columbia University in New York City. The move to Columbia represented a significant step in his academic and personal development. At Columbia, Obama delved deeper into his studies, majoring in political science and developing a keen interest in urban policy. He spent countless hours in the library poring over books and articles, eager to understand the complexities of governance and public policy. He navigated the bustling streets of New York, observing firsthand the challenges and opportunities facing urban communities. The diversity and vibrancy of the city provided a rich backdrop for his studies and personal growth. These experiences would later inform his work as a community organizer in Chicago. The lessons he learned in New York about urban issues and community dynamics were invaluable as he sought to make a difference in the lives of others. Beyond the classroom, Obama sought out experiences that would broaden his understanding of the world. He traveled, engaged with people from different backgrounds, and constantly sought to expand his horizons. He took on a variety of odd jobs, working as a telemarketer, a waiter, and even a construction worker. These jobs were not just a means to an end, they were opportunities to connect with people from all walks of life and to understand their struggles and aspirations. Each job taught him something new about resilience, hard work, and the dignity of labor. These experiences, though humble, provided him with valuable insights into the lives of working-class Americans and the struggles they faced. He saw firsthand the challenges of making ends meet and the importance of economic opportunity. He learned the dignity of hard work and the importance of economic opportunity. These lessons would stay with him throughout his life and influence his approach to policy and governance. The years Obama spent at Occidental and Columbia were transformative. They were a time of intellectual growth, personal discovery, and the development of a deep commitment to social justice. They sharpened his intellect, ignited his passion for social justice, and provided him with a deep understanding of the complexities of American society. He emerged from these experiences with a clear sense of purpose and a vision for a better future. It was during these formative years that the foundation for his political ideology and his vision for a more just and equitable America began to take shape. The lessons he learned, the people he met, and the challenges he faced all contributed to the leader he would become. What's something people don't know about Barack Obama's role as a global diplomat? His presidency would be marked by significant diplomatic efforts that aimed to reshape America's role on the global stage. One of the most memorable moments of his international diplomacy was his historic speech in Cairo, Egypt. Delivered in June 2009, the speech was a call for a new beginning between the United States and the Muslim world. Obama addressed issues of religious tolerance, democracy, and mutual respect, striving to bridge the gap between cultures and foster a spirit of cooperation. The speech resonated worldwide, symbolizing a shift towards more inclusive and empathetic foreign policy. Another landmark achievement of Obama's diplomacy was his efforts to normalize relations with Cuba. For over 50 years, the United States and Cuba had been estranged, locked in a Cold War-era standoff. In December 2014, Obama announced a new chapter in US-Cuba relations, aiming to end decades of hostility. This bold move included reopening embassies, easing travel restrictions, and fostering economic ties. The images of the American flag being raised in Havana for the first time since 1961 were powerful, signifying hope and a new era of engagement. Obama's diplomatic efforts extended beyond speeches and symbolic gestures. He played a critical role in securing the Paris Agreement on climate change in 2015. His administration worked tirelessly to bring together nearly 200 countries to commit to reducing carbon emissions and combating global warming. The agreement represented a collective effort to address one of the most pressing issues of our time, and Obama's leadership was instrumental in its formation. His presidency also saw the negotiation of the Iran nuclear deal, a complex and controversial agreement aimed at preventing Iran from developing nuclear weapons. Despite facing significant opposition, Obama believed that diplomacy was the best path to ensure global security. The deal, reached in 2015, involved lifting economic sanctions on Iran in exchange for stringent limitations on its nuclear program. It was a testament to Obama's belief in the power of negotiation and dialogue over conflict. From Cairo to Havana, from Paris to Tehran, Barack Obama's presidency was marked by a commitment to diplomacy and international cooperation. His efforts to build bridges and foster understanding across borders left a lasting impact on global relations. As we reflect on these achievements, we see a leader who believed in the power of words, the importance of empathy, and the necessity of working together to address the challenges of our interconnected world. The legacy of Obama's diplomatic endeavors continues to inspire, reminding us that even in a world often divided by differences, there is always room for dialogue, understanding, and hope. These efforts laid the groundwork for a more inclusive and cooperative global community, setting a precedent for future leaders to follow. I bet you didn't know that in October 2009, just 9 months into his presidency, Barack Obama was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. The announcement came as a surprise to many, sparking a wave of global reactions. The Nobel Committee cited his extraordinary efforts to strengthen international diplomacy and cooperation between peoples as the reason for the honor. They highlighted his vision and work for a world without nuclear weapons and his outreach to the Muslim world, as exemplified by his speech in Cairo. While some praised the decision as a recognition of Obama's potential and his early diplomatic efforts, others viewed it as premature. Critics argued that he had not yet achieved significant accomplishments to warrant such a prestigious award. The mixed reactions underscored the high expectations placed on his presidency and the scrutiny he would face moving forward. The Nobel Peace Prize became both a symbol of hope and a burden of responsibility for Obama. It set a high bar for his future actions, pushing him to live up to the ideals and aspirations that the prize represented. In his acceptance speech, delivered in Oslo, Norway, Obama acknowledged the controversy and the challenges ahead. He spoke candidly about the paradox of being a leader engaged in 2 wars while receiving a peace prize, and he reiterated his commitment to pursuing peace and justice. The prize also influenced his presidency by reinforcing his focus on diplomacy and multilateralism. It served as a reminder of the global community's desire for a more peaceful and cooperative world, and it encouraged him to pursue initiatives like the Iran nuclear deal and the Paris Agreement on climate change with renewed vigor. As we reflect on Barack Obama's Nobel Peace Prize, we see a moment that encapsulated both the promise and the challenges of his presidency. It was a recognition of his potential to inspire change and a call to action to fulfill that promise. The legacy of this award continues to be debated, but its impact on his approach to leadership and diplomacy is undeniable. It remains a testament to the belief that one leader's vision and efforts can make a difference in the pursuit of a more peaceful world. In the end, the Nobel Peace Prize awarded to Barack Obama in 2009 stands as a symbol of hope, reflecting the aspirations of a world yearning for peace and the enduring belief in the power of diplomacy and dialogue. This is going to blow your mind. One of the most significant and high-profile events of Barack Obama's tenure was the operation that led to the death of Osama bin Laden. On May 2, 2011, a US Navy SEAL team conducted a covert raid on a compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan, resulting in the death of the al-Qaeda leader. This operation, codenamed Neptune Spear, was a culmination of years of intelligence gathering and strategic planning. The successful mission was hailed as a major victory in the fight against terrorism, bringing a sense of justice and closure to the victims of the September 11th attacks and their families. It also demonstrated Obama's commitment to dismantling terrorist networks and his willingness to make decisive, high-stakes decisions. However, the fight against terrorism extended far beyond the death of one man. Obama's administration employed a multifaceted approach that included diplomatic efforts, international cooperation, and military actions. One of the most controversial aspects of his counterterrorism strategy was the increased use of drone strikes in regions such as Pakistan, Yemen, and Somalia. These drone operations targeted high-ranking terrorist leaders and aimed to disrupt plots against the United States and its allies. While effective in eliminating key figures, the drone program also sparked significant debate and criticism. Critics pointed to the legal and ethical implications, as well as the civilian casualties that sometimes resulted from these strikes. The administration faced the difficult task of balancing national security interests with the principles of international law and human rights. In addition to military actions, Obama's strategy included efforts to address the root causes of extremism. Initiatives aimed at promoting education, economic development and political stability in vulnerable regions were part of a broader effort to counter radicalization and build resilient communities. For instance, the Let Girls Learn initiative, launched in 2015, aimed to provide educational opportunities for young girls in developing countries, recognizing that education is a powerful tool against extremism. As we reflect on Barack Obama's fight against terrorism, we see a presidency grappling with complex and evolving threats. His approach combined decisive military actions with long-term strategies to address the underlying factors that fuel extremism. The legacy of Obama's counterterrorism efforts remains a topic of intense discussion. While he achieved significant successes, the moral and strategic challenges of this ongoing fight continue to shape the global landscape. In the end, Barack Obama's fight against terrorism is marked by both triumphs and controversies, reflecting the intricate and often contentious nature of global security in the 21st century. It underscores the enduring need for vigilant and multifaceted approaches to safeguarding peace and security in an interconnected world. What's something people don't know about the monumental struggle behind the passage of the Affordable Care Act, commonly known as Obamacare? This landmark healthcare reform, signed into law by President Barack Obama on March 23, 2010, aimed to provide affordable health insurance to millions of uninsured Americans and to curb the rising costs of healthcare. The journey to enact the Affordable Care Act was fraught with political strife and intense public debate. From the beginning, Obama faced staunch opposition from many Republicans and some Democrats who were skeptical of the sweeping changes proposed. Town halls and public forums across the nation became battlegrounds, with passionate voices on both sides expressing their hopes and fears about the future of American healthcare. Despite the opposition, Obama remained steadfast, emphasizing the moral imperative of ensuring that every American had access to quality healthcare. His administration worked tirelessly to build support, negotiating with lawmakers and stakeholders to refine and advance the bill. The turning point came when the House of Representatives passed the Senate's version of the bill by a narrow margin. The victory was a testament to Obama's resolve and the tireless efforts of his allies. The passage of the Affordable Care Act marked a significant achievement in Obama's presidency, but it was only the beginning. Implementing the law presented its own set of challenges, from setting up healthcare exchanges to expanding Medicaid. The rollout was met with both successes and setbacks, including technical glitches and legal battles that reached the Supreme Court. Yet over time, the Affordable Care Act began to deliver on its promise. Millions of Americans gained health insurance, and provisions such as protections for pre-existing conditions and allowing young adults to stay on their parents' plans became widely popular. Take, for instance, the story of Sarah, a young adult who was able to stay on her parents' insurance plan and receive life-saving treatment for a chronic illness. As we reflect on the Affordable Care Act, we see a transformative moment in American healthcare. The political battles and public reactions underscore the deeply personal nature of healthcare and the complexities of reforming such a critical system. Barack Obama's commitment to healthcare reform was driven by a vision of a more equitable and just society, where access to healthcare is a right, not a privilege. The long-term impact of the Affordable Care Act continues to unfold, shaping the lives of millions and influencing ongoing debates about the future of healthcare in the United States. In the end, the story of healthcare reform during Obama's presidency is one of resilience, determination, and the enduring pursuit of a better future for all Americans. Am I the only one that didn't know the full extent of the economic recovery during Barack Obama's presidency? The financial meltdown of 2008 had left millions of Americans unemployed, homes foreclosed, and businesses shuttered. In response, Obama and his administration swiftly enacted a series of bold measures aimed at stabilizing the economy and fostering recovery. Central to these efforts was the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009, commonly known as the stimulus package. This $787 billion initiative sought to jumpstart economic growth through a combination of tax cuts, federal spending, and aid to state and local governments. The stimulus package funded a wide array of projects, from infrastructure improvements to investments in renewable energy, creating millions of jobs and laying the groundwork for long-term economic resilience. Another critical component of Obama's economic recovery strategy was the bailout of the auto industry. With General Motors and Chrysler teetering on the brink of collapse, the administration provided financial assistance to help these iconic American companies restructure and regain stability. The auto bailout not only saved countless jobs, but also revitalized a key sector of the economy, enabling it to adapt and thrive in a changing global market. In addition to these high-profile initiatives, the Obama administration implemented a range of other measures to support economic recovery. Financial reforms, such as the Dodd-Frank Wall Street Reform and Consumer Protection Act, aimed to prevent future crises by increasing oversight and accountability in the financial sector. Programs like the Home Affordable Modification Program helped struggling homeowners avoid foreclosure, while investments in education and healthcare sought to build a more robust and equitable foundation for future growth. The journey to economic recovery was neither quick nor easy, and the efforts were met with both praise and criticism. Yet over time, the measures taken by the Obama administration began to bear fruit. By the end of his presidency, the economy had added millions of jobs, the unemployment rate had fallen significantly, and key industries had rebounded. The story of the economic recovery during Barack Obama's tenure is one of resilience and determination, showcasing the power of bold leadership and the importance of strategic, targeted action in times of crisis. As we reflect on this chapter of American history, we see the enduring impact of these efforts on the nation's economic landscape and the lives of countless individuals and families. The lessons learned from this period continue to inform ongoing discussions about economic policy and the role of government in fostering stability and growth. In the end, the economic recovery under Barack Obama stands as a testament to the strength and resilience of the American people and the enduring pursuit of a more prosperous future for all. What's something people don't know about Barack Obama's legacy of hope? His presidency was marked by historic achievements and profound challenges, but above all it was defined by a message of hope and change. From his groundbreaking healthcare reform to his efforts in economic recovery, Obama's impact on the nation and the world is both deep and enduring. But the story of Barack Obama did not end with his presidency. In the years since, he has continued to inspire and influence through his post-presidency activities. The Obama Foundation, established in 2014, focuses on empowering the next generation of leaders and promoting civic engagement across the globe. Through initiatives like My Brother's Keeper, Obama has addressed critical issues facing young men of color, fostering mentorship and opportunity. His work on climate change and global health continues to advocate for urgent and sustainable solutions, reflecting his enduring commitment to a better world. On the global stage, Barack Obama remains a revered figure. His speeches and public appearances draw crowds and attention, his words resonating with people of all ages and backgrounds. From Nelson Mandela's centenary celebration to international forums, Obama's voice is a beacon of hope and unity. His memoirs, A Promised Land, offer a candid and insightful reflection on his journey, providing future generations with a roadmap of perseverance and leadership. Around the world, Barack Obama is remembered not just as a former president, but as a symbol of possibility and progress. His story inspires countless individuals to believe in their power to make a difference, to strive for justice and equality, and to never lose sight of hope. As we conclude this exploration of Barack Obama's life and legacy, we are reminded of the profound impact one individual can have on the course of history. His journey from Honolulu to the White House and beyond is a testament to the enduring power of hope, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of a better future for all. The legacy of Barack Obama is not confined to the past. It lives on in the actions and aspirations of those he has inspired. In every community and every nation, his message of hope continues to light the way forward. As we face the challenges of today and tomorrow, we carry with us the lessons and the legacy of a leader who dared to dream of a world transformed by hope.
And do subscribe to the channel